and assemble this thing. Check clearances, put all the bearings in. I've already blown it all off. We've already brake cleaned. We put tang to tang. Boom, tighten the bolts down. Putting bearings in the rods. I'm going for reusing these. I think these are the better bolts. These are the better rods. If I'm understanding everything correctly, we're gonna reuse them. So now we got some mains. Steven torqued all the rods. So we'll check those in a minute. So now I'm gonna put the mains in the caps and put the caps in the block. That way we can check that too. We're gonna check it. Look at those cam bearings. I'm not doing cam bearings. Look at those things. Those are freaking phenomenal. They're like, yeah, no. These are clogged. We had what, 3 of them clogged? 4. 4 of them were clogged. That one still got something in it. So when you get a pick or something, try to push that backwards out. Something in it. Poked it in there a little bit. Now we'll try and blow through it. Got the mains all torqued, 76 and then 96. So those are all torqued. The rods are all torqued. We're ready to get the mic out and look at the crank and see what our clearances are. So we're right at 4 thousandths oil clearance. You know, I'm really hoping that it spins clockwise. Not exactly sure, but it spins great. It's wonderful. 7.3 doesn't seem too bad. It's heavy, it's overly heavy. Everything's freaking heavy. We did handstand this crank. We checked clearances. Mains are, and everything is freaking true. 3 thousandths on the rods on oil clearance. We got 3 thousandths and 4 thousandths on the mains. And I am going to reuse these rods and the bolts. Now, what do you guys know about these bolts? My understanding is these are the better ones. Not torque to yield. Forged, I think. Forged whole rod because it has those better bolts. I think they're better. Yeah, I'm just learning here. Okay, we're getting set up to pop the rods apart. What tricks you guys use? You guys use the metal, rubber to pop this apart, or is there a special tool that I don't even know about? There might be. Yeah. So now we're gonna take it apart to actually, you know, assemble the engine. Okay, I've done 3 of them, so I'm a freaking pro. So, what do you guys think of that? It's coming off. See, I can't do that. That's not working. That can't be the way. That can't be it. Look, I got parts of it. Hit it on the side. What do y'all think? Because tearing up the hammer really isn't working for me. You know. Hit it on the side, maybe. If you hit it just right, probably come off, wouldn't it? Hit yourself in the head with it. I bet that's ever happened. Wow. Let's see what we did to it. Too high. Okay. That, pull the bearing. Straighten the bearing up. This one, I can just do by hand, but it's still gonna leave burrs. Right here. Set that there. There really has to be a better way. Maybe I could stick a pickle fork in there and I could pry it apart. Why don't we do that? Smack it on the side. I bet you if you had just the right smack at the right angle, you could do it without, you know, tearing the bearing up. I'm pretty unhappy with this. wonder if we ought to just take out all of these bearings. I mean, we already brake cleaned behind them. There's no lint behind them. So that's what we're doing. How long did that take? Where are we at?
5 minutes.
Damn. Really? What a freaking drag. There's got to be, what's that song? We need to put that song. Better way, a better way, yeah. Blow it right all over all that others. Don't worry about it. This is the only one we're worried about right now. Not any of the other ones. So you could blow all this stuff anywhere you want. Later. Steven's leaving. All right, we got these all apart. Maybe I'll have time to think about a better way to separate these. You know, I mean, we got them off fairly decent in the truck when they were attached to the crankshaft. I guess it is kind of late, isn't it?
It's 10.
10 o'clock. I got the pistons right here. The table's a mess, but we're ready. And the manual, I'm actually just going by the manual, which I actually have changed my routine from like a 6-liter and 6.4 manual. So I imagine that this will too. I'm just not used to the camshaft going in afterwards. Normally the camshaft first part in, put that in right now. And then this thing I was looking at, and well, we did it. I was just going through it and I was like, grab the crankshaft and put it in. I was like, shit, okay. All right, and then it's like, put the rods in, come on, let's go. Go ahead and get all those parts in, and then we do the camshaft, and then the lifters, and then the rear cover. I don't even have the front cover here, so that's not going to happen. Some of these accessories, I don't have a lot of this stuff either. Yeah, a lot of this I don't have. I mean, what we're basically working with here is the base engine with just rods, crankshaft, camshaft, cylinder heads, valves, valve guides, valve seats, and exhaust manifolds. Yeah, this is a lot different than that 6.4 that we just did. All right, let's open this up, and then we'll take this, flip it around, push it up till we have about the same reveal. Actually, right past that top ring. Like, that ain't bad right there. Something like that. Put the oil on, it's already got dirt on it. Now let's get some feeler gauges and see what that is. It's tight. Look at that, that's way better than that 6.4. Yeah, buddy, good deal. I am looking at this end gap of, what's that say? I thought it was 11. The minimum gap is 14. So, I mean, it's a 4-inch bore. If you go 35 thousandths, okay, 12 does not fit in there. So we're too tight. So we have the worst case scenario that we could have. I mean, we're 2 thousandths too tight on end gap. And we can't ride with that. This UEM pistons, maybe that, because I ran on the tight side of oil clearance. So we got this little old dirty bastard out right here. Let's, I'm gonna take it out and file some rings, I guess. We're gonna have to, since the first one I touched did not meet spec, we're gonna have to do every single ring on the entire engine, which that's a kind of a crappy deal. A lot of them have been, the Molly ones are good, like almost never have to touch end gap. Never, like never actually. So what a drag. It's a little tight. Now I'm sitting here, dang, I wish I would have bored it a little bit bigger, huh? It'd be all right. We just file the gap down. So yeah, here we go. We got the ring clamp, the ring filer clamped on. First one's done. We got 15 thousandths, so we're good. So this is gonna be filing rings. Let's just get to work. We gotta do all of them. We could set it wherever we want. I'll put it a little tight, I guess, 15 thousandths. A little over spec, barely. What's the high spec? 24 is the high spec. So, I mean, you could argue, what, should I go ahead and take it a little more while I'm doing it? Go ahead and run it to right in the middle. maybe take it 4 more and make them 19. Or you could argue if our cylinder sizes are any different, I think it's 1/1000th bore size takes 3/1000ths off of the ring, which I shouldn't have any of. None of them are gonna be. Let's try it in the next one. Okay, 15 fits. Oh. Okay, so it's a slightly different. It just sticks in there pretty good. So it's close. It almost fits. So maybe I'll go ahead and leave that one and that one, which is about the same. 16/1000ths on that. Let's just get to it. It's 11 o'clock at night. We're every bit of 62/1000ths right here on the intermediate ring. That's freaking nuts. That's huge, but whatever. Okay, maybe they know something we don't know, obviously. So 62/1000ths. Look at that scratch I got on it. Damn it. So that one can go. I got the oil control, and then we'll file another top one, and that cylinder will be done. For now, we're out. Have a good night, guys. It's a brand new day. We're doing another. Let's do it. I'm almost halfway. Just used a piston. Julie cleaned it up for me. And we got this one at 15/1000ths. It's 12 to 24, I think, is the spec. And it's 15. So, yeah.